Okay, fine, guys. Hope you guys are able to hear me and able to see the screen which I'm sharing, right? And someone please confirm from your end so that we can proceed accordingly.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So what we discussed in the yesterday's class, can some of you can distort the things which we discussed in the yesterday session?
So we discussed yesterday important features of Java language
Okay,
and importance of Java in Selenium WebDriver, syntax rules for Java,
okay. What else? That's it.
yes, I just able to recollect those things.
Yesterday we have gone through the Java introduction and then we can discuss about the comments in Java. In Java introduction, we discussed many things. What is meant by JVM, what is meant by JRE, what is meant by JDK, right? So received
Yes,
many things. Oh, okay, cool. So if you observe here, we have gone through the features of Java. What are the features we have in the Java and why the tools concept is important in the market and what is meant by Java virtual machine and Java runtime environment and what is meant by JDK, Java Development Kit, importance of Java in Selenium WebDriver, syntax rules for Java, main function explanation, a sample program, and Java comments. We have two types of comments: single comment, two backslashes, and multiple line comments like slash star and star slash. Right? We discussed these two. And today we are going to discuss about the data types and variables. Okay. After discussing these two topics, we will close the session for the day. And from Monday onwards, the actual classes are going to be started. So if you haven't enrolled, please try to enroll today itself. But don't miss this opportunity. In market, you won't get this course for this price. Even if you inquire in other institutes also, you won't get for this price. So you guys can check out in other institutes also regarding the fees. So it's a great opportunity in the reasonable price. Okay, so please try to enroll it by this weekend or today itself. Otherwise, you won't get able to join classes from Monday because the link get changed. The people who paid or enrolled the course can get an access from the next classes. Okay, the link will be shared to you directly after enrolled into the course. Okay, so let's jump into the topics. Today we are going to discuss the data types and variables. Very important. So data types is nothing but which tells us which type of data we are storing, which type of data we are storing. So, for example, there is a recipe like biryani. So, how can you categorize this is chicken biryani, mutton biryani, dum biryani? Okay, we have different types of biryanis. Right? How can we define based on the that item which we added? If we added a chicken, then it call it as a chicken biryani. If you add a mutton, then it is called it as a mutton biryani. If you add a prawns, then it is called it as a prawns biryani. Right? In similar kind, data types is nothing but which helps us to know which type of data it is. We are storing different types of data. For example, if you are storing the numbers, then it is called it a integer data. Okay, if you store the characters, then it is called it as a character data. If you are storing the data type, then we are going to call it as a data type, sorry, string data. Okay, such a way we are going to tell the data. Okay, so data type is a classification of type of data that a variable or object can hold in a computer programming. Okay, if you observe here, a data type is a classification of the type of data that a variable or object can hold in computer programming. Java supports two categories of data types. First one is primitive data type and second one is non-primitive data type. In primitive data type, we have total 8 types. What are they? So in integer, we have total 4 types of integers we have. Okay, so I said the total 8 types in the primitive data type, right? In primitive data type, in integer itself, we have 4 types. One is byte, second one is short, third one is integer, and fourth one is long. So here all are integers only. These 4 are integers only, but the difference is in the size. Here you can see, you can declare that variable as a long space a equal to 100. You can store it. Okay, it's not an error. You can give this long data type which allocate the 64 bits of memory, and you can store 10 in this long space a equal to 10. You can store it, but the issue here is whenever you have written the data type as a long, it will allocate the memory of 64 bits. It will allocate the memory of 64 bits. So it's nothing but 8 bytes. 1 byte equal to 6. Yeah, 1 byte equal to 8 bits. 1 byte equal to 8 bits. Total 64 bits means total 8 bytes. 32 bits means 4 bytes. 16 bits means 2 bytes. 8 bits means 1 byte. 1, 2, 4, 8. Right? Here 8 we have. 1, 2, 4, 8 we have total. So you declared int long space a equal to 10. So it's whenever you have written the long, it's allocated the memory of 8 bytes. So but 1 byte is enough to store the value 10. So remaining 7 bytes will be waste of memory, right? That's the reason we have to think of it, what type of data we can receive. Okay, you should aware about it, and then we can use it data type. Okay, accordingly we can use the data type. Byte means it's a 8 bits to store the small values like 10, 20, 100, like that we can use it. And mostly we are going to use the integer commonly. Okay, so at the short programs we are directly using the int space I equal to some values which you are going to assign, even if it is 1, 2, 10. Even if you want to store the 10 also, you can use directly integer. Don't go with this long, because it's a waste of memory. If you have a large data to store, then it is fine. If you don't have a large data, then you can simply go with the medium one, integer. Okay, and total 4 is done out of 8. Next, fifth one is float, sixth one is double. What is mean by float? Float is nothing but it store the decimal values, but it will take up to 2 numbers after the decimal. So if you see this, after the point, it's taking only 2 decimal values, 2 comma 3. Even though we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so it has taken only 2 values, 2 numbers after the point here, after the decimal here. That is called float. Okay, double is nothing but it's going to take many things, 3, 6, 7. Here if you observe that after the dot you can take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, like that it's going to be take. Getting my point? Getting the difference between the float and double?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And next one is character. Character is nothing but we are going to store the single character here, like A, B, C, D, and which you want to grades. For example, if you want to store the grades of the students A, comma B, C, like that, you can take it. That is the seventh one. And eighth one is Boolean. Boolean is nothing but it's going to store the true or false. Okay, sometimes you are checking some conditions, right? If the condition is true, then we can store the true into the boolean type of variable. If condition is false, then we are going to store it the false. Okay, in binary language, true is nothing but 1, false is nothing but 0. Okay, these all are called primitive data types. Total 8 types we have. What are they? Byte, short, integer, long, and then float, double, character, boolean. These are the 8 types of data we have. Okay, and next one is non-primitive data type. Non-primitive data type is nothing but object, classes, interfaces, strings, arrays. These are the some of the non-primitive data types we have. Object and classes we can discuss from Monday onwards, and interface also will comes under the Monday. All these concepts will comes under the Monday. String is nothing but combination of characters. We have here only one character, right, with the single quotation. But if you take double quotation and inside you are writing some name like selenium, okay, multiple characters you are writing is called it as a string. It doesn't mean that a combination of characters is called it as a string. And next one is array. Array is nothing but going to be store the homogeneous data. Same type of data we are going to store. Okay, same type of data means you declare the array size as the 10. Then you can store the 10 values in that array, but it should be the same type of data. Either it may be integer or char or string or float or decimal, double or whatever it is. Same type of data. It's a homogeneous data should be stored. That is called array. So we'll discuss anyway all these things in the in depth in further classes. We have separate dedicated session for these concepts. Okay, this is about the data type. Next one is variable. So far you are aware about which type of data you are storing, right? So now you have an idea that which type of data is storing, but how you can store that? For example, if you want to store water, you guys are using some container to store water, you guys are storing using some utensils to store some food, right? You are using some boxes to store some food, right? Some containers are getting used to store the some data, right? So in similar way, to hold that variables, to hold the data, we are going to use the variables as like a containers. A variable is a container which holds the value while the Java program is executed. A variable is assigned with a data type, like for example int is there. Int is data type. Int space I equal to 10. Let's consider, okay, here I is variable, integer is data type, 10 is value, and this equal to is assignment operator. Okay, operators we have dedicated session in the further. Variable is a name of memory location, and Java variables are case sensitive. It doesn't mean that variables name should be start with a small letter, and variable should not match with the Java keywords and Java reserved words. Java reserved words means if you go to the Java program here, you have some Java reserved words like void, public, class, and static, main. These are the some of the reserved keywords we have in the Java. Okay, that variable name should not be matched with the Java keywords or reserved words. Okay, and next one is must be unique in the scope of declaration. Must be unique in the scope of declaration means, for example, this is the main function, right? In this main function I have declared here int space I equal to 10. Okay, I have declared like this, but in this main method again you are not able to create I variable again. It will throw an error. Okay, so here if you see that it's throwing some error. Why? Because I already declared I here. How can I give? It's not possible for me, right? So that's what he is telling, that same thing he is telling here. Unique in the scope of declaration, and variable name must not exceed 255 characters. Okay, whenever you are writing the variable name, the length of the variable name should not exceed 255 characters. You may have doubts, sir, how can we write 255 characters of one variable name? Okay, not now. In the while writing the automation frameworks, while writing the developer scripts, we are using the lengthy names for the features which we are going to develop for the identification purpose. Okay, so it should not be exceed 255 characters. In Java, all the variable must be declared before they can be used. If you want to use that variable, you should declare first. The value sorted in the variable can be changed during the program execution. Okay, we can change it during the program execution. Total three types of variables we have. Okay, so before going to that, just go through these points. 1 minute. Okay, just go through these points for 3 to 4 minutes. Very important points. Later I will go through the types of variables we have. Are you clear, guys? Then
Hello, sir.
yeah,
Can you explain that must be unique in the scope of declaration means in what way it should be unique?
that's what I said right in the code. So for example, I have declared here int space I. Right, I declared the variable I. It's not possible to declare the I variable again. Okay, getting my point?
Okay. Okay, but okay, because int is starting with I, so we should not declare I again.
Not int is starting with I. So let's avoid your confusion. You can remove this I and you can declare it as a. Okay. So what it's happened here is int space a equal to 10 I have declared.
Hmm.
Okay. So after that you can change that value a equal to 20. If you give the a equal to 20, what it's happen is initially the a value is 10. Okay, so after that I change it to the 20. Now the a value is become 20. Okay, but you are not supposed to declare a value again because a is already declared as a int here. So why you are declaring again? The scope must be the same. It should be unique. If you want to declare, you can declare another variable b. Getting my point?
Okay.
Not clear?
No, no. Is it possible to make it easy for me?
I didn't get you.
Mm.
I didn't get you. So can you please speak loud?
No, the I got it. Like you should not repeat the variables, right? Variable names.
Yeah, same variable name.
Same variable name, yeah.
Yeah, within the scope. The scope is main method, right? Here we have
Hmm.
some method. Okay, you can declare that a variable again outside this way method name, but inside it's not possible because the scope will be inside this method, right? If you see, this is the method. Inside this method, we can't repeat it.
Okay,
Hope you
got it.
clear.
Yes, yes.
Okay, fine.
Thank
Next, we have three types of variables. One is local variable, and second one is instance variable, and third one is class or static variable. These are the three types of variables we have in the coding part here. So first, you should aware about how I have created a class. Okay, so here if you see that class space test is nothing but it's a syntax class space class name is a text here. So and inside that I have passed some variable int space I1 equal to 0 and static space int space I2 equal to 20. Just ignore why I am using static here. In further classes we have in-depth explanation about these keywords. Okay, so inside the class I have created a method test method. Inside method I have declared a one variable I3 equal to 10 here. So if you observe here, if you declared a variable inside the class, then it is called it as a instance variable. If you give the static keyword before the data type, then it is called it as a static or class variable. Static means just now in the program I said that a equal to 10 20 and later a equal to 10 I am changing, right? So it's not possible to change the I2 value again because I declared as a static. It should be constant. It's not possible to change it again. That's why we are calling it as a static or class variable. And local variable means here I have created a one method which is named as a test method, right? So within the test method I have taken a variable I3 equal to 30. So it doesn't mean that the scope of this I3 is within this method only. If you want to access this I3 outside this void test method, outside this curly braces, it's not possible to access. It will throw an error because the access is there for this inside this method only. That is called local variable. Okay, so anyway I'm going to share this material too, so please go through the material also. We'll get an idea about it. Okay, this is all about the data types and variables. Okay, clear about the data types and variables? Any doubts?
From my end, no doubt, sir.
Okay, any new members who joined only today? I think no. Surya, Kashyap, Akila, Sapana. Four are already joining from past classes. Okay. So these
Uh,
are the two topics. Yeah, Surya, go ahead.
yeah, no doubts from my side also.
Okay. So fine, guys. These are the two topics which we discussed in today's session, and from Monday onwards, the actual classes start, and the classes will be there for 1 hour. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me, or else we'll close the session for the day. Actually, today I'm not feeling well. Still, the new students are joining, so to make it without break, I just taken the class for a couple of minutes, like 20 to 25 minutes. So if you have any queries, you can ask me now, or else we can close the session for the day. Okay, from Monday onwards, don't forget that we have a full length classes of 60 minutes. Sessions will be there from Monday. So please join on time. Hope you all guys are joined in the course. I'm not sure. If you haven't joined, please reach out the institute and please enroll it today itself. Okay. So hope everyone is clear. So I'm done for the day. Have a nice day and a happy weekend to all. We'll meet you all again on Monday. Bye bye.